Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today we will be discussing briefly the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra. Hmm. Lord Ramachandra also comes in the Sun dynasty. We are discussing the pastimes of the personalities in the lineage of Sun dynasty. Um, okay, let's do a short invocation. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurmulmiyena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So in the last class we discussed about the dynasty of Sagara, Maharaj Sagara, and then we talked about Amshuman's son Dilip's son Bhagiratha, who brought Mother Ganga down from the heavenly planets to the earth to purify, to deliver his ancestors. That's Bhagiratha. And then we talked about Saudhasa. And then in that lineage came a great king known as Khatwanga, Maharaj Khatwanga. The speciality of Maharaj Khatwanga was that when he was offered a boon by demigods, he just asked them how long that he's going to live. When they said he's going to live for a muhurta, which is 48 minutes, and he just came back to his kingdom and meditated on the lotus feet of the Lord and went back to spiritual world. So now we will move forward. So in that Maharaj Khatwanga's lineage, there comes a king called Raghu. Number of kings are there, but I'm just missing some names. Yeah. So Dirghabhavu, then comes Raghu. From Raghu comes Aja. From Aja comes Dasharatha. And from Dasharatha comes Lord Ramchandra. So, because he's coming in the lineage of Raghu, he is also called Raghava or Raghupati. And because he's son of Dasharatha, he is called Dasharathi. So, and in this chapter, Shukadev Goswami, so he is describing the lineage of the current Manu, and discussing the pastimes of the selected personalities, mm, who are of historical importance, like that. So now, so when he uttered the name Lord Ramchandra, he said to Maharaj Parikshit, Shukadeva Goswami said to Maharaj Parikshit, you might have heard mm, the pastimes of Lord Ramchandra in the past. So that's why I will only describe them very briefly. I'm not going to go into detail. You must have already heard the pastimes of Lord Ramchandra. So this chapter basically is a synopsis of Ramayana. This and the next chapter in Ramayana, we have 24,000 verses written by Mahamuni Valmiki. So here Shukadeva Goswami gives a very, very brief description. It doesn't go into detail. Um, so very brief description. And and firstly he says that Lord Ramchandra is the supreme personality of Godhead. Sometimes people think because he acted like a human many times, many people in India, even many commentators, they get bewildered. They think the Lord Ramchandra to be an ordinary personality. Here Shukadeva Goswami says is the supreme personality of Godhead. Not only Lord Ramchandra, but Bharata, Lakshmana, Lakshman, Bharata, Shatrugna also. They also the expansions of the quadruple expansion. They're all Vishnu Tattva. Not only Lord Ramchandra, but Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna, they're also Vishnu Tattva. So that's one important thing that we need to clarify. And although there are many so-called Ramayanas, there are so many Ramayanas, as you all know that. Some of them are not authoritative. Lord Rama's pastimes are sometimes described by imagination and speculation or material sentiments. Unless one is Tattvadarshi, is in full knowledge of the absolute truth, one cannot describe the Lord's activities. So we have to pick up the right, ideally, Valmiki Ramayana. In the north, many people read Tulasi Ramayana. That is also quite famous. So bona fide versions, because there are several versions and several authors. So they just say so many nonsensical things sometimes about Lord Rama. So, and as I mentioned here, he gives a brief account of Lord Ramchandra's activities. So what is the main purpose of Lord Ramchandra's descendants to this earth? Who would like to say what is the main purpose?
To kill Ravana, Prabhuji.
To kill Ravana?
Yeah.
Any other?
Is it to set the example of how human beings should be in perfect relationships?
Yes, that is the number one. Yes, how a human being should behave. Martya Shikshana, to actually set an ideal example of a human being. Mm. Um, and that's the main reason that Lord Ram came. Of course, the other reason is to kill Ravana. And it is advised many times. Pranavananda Prabhu in South India, they say that before they get married, the couple should ideally read Ramayana both. Um, that's what they advise, and there are so many important moral principles are there. Uh, Let me see if I can bring something from the ninth chapter. Hmm. Yes, so let me see here. Uh, in Kimpursha Varsha, Anuman is still residing and he worshipped the Supreme Lord Ramchandra. And he says, acting just like an ordinary human being, you exhibited exemplary character to teach others how to behave. Hmm. There is a touchstone that can be used to examine the quality of gold, but you are like a touchstone that can verify all good qualities. Uh, you are worshipped by Brahmanas, who are the foremost of all devotees. You, the Supreme Person, are the King of Kings, and therefore I offer my respectable obeisances unto you. Hmm. So, yeah, to exhibit exemplary character to teach others how to behave. Hmm. So this is the main thing, and let's see here. Yes, yeah. So we will read other things. Okay, so the brief account, as all of you have heard several times, we'll just repeat for our purification. Um, and Prabhupada called the pastimes of the Lord to be panacea. Panacea means cure for all. Um, and this is called Bhava Aushad. Uh, Aushad is medicine, Bhava means material condition. What is the medicine for the material condition? It is hearing of the Lord's pastime, Lord and his devotees, activities of the Lord and his devotees. They are called Bhava Aushad. We are suffering from the material disease of material existence, and if we keep on hearing the Lord's pastimes, we can, be cured of this material conditioning. Bhavarog. In Sanskrit, it is called Bhavarog. Um, so, um, firstly, Lord Ramchandra, went to the forest uh, when Vishwamitra Muni came and asked Dasharatha to send his son with him. So it was a very, very difficult decision for Dasharatha to send Raman Lakshman along with Vishwamitra, um, but he did so. And on the way, they killed the Rakshasi Tataka, um, hmm, a demoness. and then they killed Maricha, because this Maricha was causing disturbance when Vishwamitra and his party used to conduct sacrifices, used to cause a lot of disturbance. And so Lord Ramchandra killed Maricha. Mm. Um, so after killing Maricha, then so Lord went to this Swayamvara ceremony. Mm. So let me bring up that. Yeah. So Lord Ramachandra went with Vishwamitra and killed Rakshasas, Tataka like Maricha. After breaking the stout and strong bow known as Haradanu, the Lord married Mother Sita. This is the Swayamvara ceremony, and this bow was actually belongs to Lord Shiva, and so it is said here. It was carried by 300 men. Elsewhere, it is said slightly differently, but actually, Mother Sita could move this bow, and that's how powerful Mother Sita was. It is mentioned that in the Swayamvara ceremony, even Ravan was there, but he could not, lift this bow. Um, um, yeah, so um, Lord Ramchandra broke the bow of Lord Shiva. Um, yeah, it is mentioned here as Haradanu, and married Mother Sita, and then he cut down the prestige of Parshurama when that bro um, broke. There was a tumultuous sound, and so Parshuram, came and kind of trying to chastise Lord Ram, and so Lord Ram destroyed the pride of Parshurama. Who was a very, very powerful, and there was, he doesn't like Kshatriyas because his father Jamadagni was killed by the Kshatriyas, and he killed 21 generations of Kshatriyas. Anyway, Lord Ram destroyed the pride of Parshurama. Mm. And so then, to obey the order of his father, because of Kaikeyi, he left Ayodhya, entered the forest. Mother Sita also um, entered the forest with Lord Ram. She was not supposed to go anyway, and Lakshman was also not supposed to go, but Lakshman also followed Lord Ramchandra. Um, so the story runs very fast here, and uh, yeah, and then when they were living in the forest, so this is Nasik. Uh, um, our Kavita Mataji is from Maharashtra, so Nasik is part of Maharashtra. I think that's where he cut off the nose of Shurpanakha, um, and killed 14,000 associates of Ravana headed by Khara and Dushana, because this Shurpanakha wanted to marry um, Ram. And Ram said, I have my wife with me. Why don't you try my brother? And they were just playing, little game. Uh, and then Lakshman said, if you marry me, you become servant of my brother and my sister-in-law. You should go back like that. And then she wanted to actually kill Mother Sita because she thought she was, because of her, Ram was not marrying her or whatever. Anyway, so um, our Lord Ramchandra just cut the nose of Shurpanakha. And because of that, Shurpanakha went and, informed Ravana. Um, so Ravana sent these 14,000 soldiers headed by Khara and Dushana. See the names, Khara. Um, uh, so what does it mean, Khara? Khara means, anybody knows Khara means?
It's solid?
As
Solid? Or...
solid.
Salt. Salty?
No,
Is
no,
it
no.
material activity?
Yeah, in Sanskrit. Yeah, one second.
Material activity, is it?
No, is some animal actually Khara. Kharam, as. Yeah, Khara is as. And Dushana is, one who is mischief, one who is a miscreant. So they got that names personified basically. Um, okay, so um, after this incident, Ravana disguised himself and he sent Maricha. We all know the story. Maricha assumed the form of a golden deer, and that Mother Sita wanted. Um, so Lord Ram said, I'm the creator, and I've never done this in my creation, so I know it's fake. But Mother Sita wanted it. Mm. Um, and so sometimes, these material things, they are like golden deer, very attractive. They're fake, they're not real, uh, but they will hinder they will actually destroy our bhakti. Mm? Here Sita can be compared to Bhakti. Bhakti is stolen by Ravan because of this. So some of these material things which are very attractive, um, or compared to Maricha, the golden deer. So when Lord Ram went searching the golden deer, Ravan disguised uh, um, as a saint, as a sannyasi, and kidnapped Mother Sita. Uh, mm, so, and Lord Ramchandra, so while searching for the Mother Sita, Lord Ramchandra and Lakshman, they met Jatayu. Um, Jatayu is a huge bird and a friend of Rama's father, Dasharati. Um, so Jatayu gave a big fight to Ravana and tried to stop, Ravana kidnapping Mother Sita. But however, Ravan was so young and powerful, he cuts the wings of Jatayu. And Ram and Lakshman, they came and they met Jatayu, So Jatayu's example is wonderful. It's a Sharanagati surrender. Uh, um, so this is called Atmanivedanam. Mm. So Jatayu, basically gave um, his life uh, in the service of Lord Ram. Although he lost the battle, but he won the battle of material existence. Mm. He had put his effort. The result is not in favor of him, but he had put his full effort. Uh, God sees the effort, man sees the result. Here, Jatayu had put his full effort. So that's why, even though he lost the battle externally, but he won the battle of material existence. That means he attained the spiritual world. He went back to the spiritual world. And Lord Ram, while he was, exiled in the forest, his father left his body, this world, and he could not perform his final rites, his father's final rites. But however, Lord Ram performed the final rites of Jatayu. Jatayu was a mere bird, if you see it, external point of view. Uh, um, so Lord doesn't see this external. Uh, Lord and his devotees also, pure devotees, do not see these externals, whether is one, Indian, Western, you know, um, African, etc., or a male, female. They don't see these coverings. And they see the soul. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne, Brahmane Gaviyastini, Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha Pandita Samadarshanaha. The wise people, uh, they see the living force in all the living entities, not see the externals. Hmm? Um, so, and so after performing the funeral rites to Jatayu, um, then they, um, you know, uh, Lord Ramchandra accompanied by Lakshmana, searching for her throughout the forest, and um, then they came. And they met another demon called Kabanda. So Kabanda Bahu Chedakaram. Kabanda Bahu. Kabanda is another demon, is a Gandharva cursed to become a demon. He had just one eye, and he can expand his hands like anything and capture anyone from any far away, like that. He was trying to capture both Rama and Lakshmana, but Lord Ram cuts the hands of Kabanda, uh, and he eventually died. So they again, I think, have done the funeral rites to this demon, and that demon became Gandharva, and Gandharva informed that he should move forward and make friendship. Um, yeah, he will meet Shabari, and then he should make friendship with Sugriva, something like that. Hmm. And so here the story goes quite fast in this chapter. So yeah, from there, uh, so they went and met Shabari, and then from there, he made friendship with Sugriva, and then killed Wali. Mm, mm. So Wali's son Angada. So um, many times people ask why Rama killed Wali. So when uh, when Rama killed Wali, um, Wali on his uh, deathbed, you know, at his, when he was about to give up his body, he said to his son Angada to serve Lord Ram. So that was his conclusion, even after being killed by Lord Ram. Hmm? So Angada was serving Lord Ram. Hmm? And so then we know that uh, the army of Vanara, the monkey army, went in search of Mother Sita, and there is a very special Khanda section in the Ramayana known as Sundara Khanda, how Hanuman, um, you know, and his team. In the team of in this team, Angada was there, Jambavan was also there, and they went to Lanka, and they found Mother Sita there, and Hanuman sets fire to Lanka. Mm. Then when Lord Rama wanted to build a bridge, um, and that time when they reached the shore of the ocean, that time he meets uh, Vibhishana, brother of Ravana. Um, so Vibhishana advises Lord Ram to pray to the ocean god, and then you can actually construct the bridge. Mm. And the ocean god didn't respond to Lord Rama's prayers, but when Lord Rama exhibited some anger, immediately ocean god responded. Then so he advised that construct the bridge on the ocean. So then they went to Lanka like that, and so there, of course, it's a brief summary here. And he killed Ravana, and then after killing Ravana, uh, Vibhishana had performed final rites to all the, Rakshasas in Lanka on the order of Lord Ramchandra, and so Lord Ram then made Vibhishana the king of of Lanka. So one family, uh, different character. Um, so Vibhishan took shelter of Lord Ram, and Ravan kidnapped the wife of Lord Ram. Uh, so it's the character, that's important. And Vibhishan opposed and advised Ravan to return Mother Sita. And Ravan did not like the advice, and rather he kicked him out of Lanka. So, when he was kicked out, he came and he took shelter of Lord Ram. Hmm. Everyone was speculating whether to give shelter to Vibhishan or not, because he's the brother of his enemy. But Lord Ram says, Sakrudeva prapannaya tavasmiti yachate abhayam sarvada tasmai etad vratam mama. He says, uh, with good intention, good heart, Sakrudeva prapannaya. So, with good heart, good intention, come to me, come in front of me, offer obeisances, and just say, Rama, I am yours. Tava asmi yachate, I am yours, Lord Ram. And he says, for that person, he will deliver that person, he will give shelter to that person. So this is the famous verse that's often quoted from Ramayana. So, and one brother, Kumbhakarna, supported Ravan, but Vibhishan didn't support. So, yeah, this is called paradharma. Paradharma is to surrender to the Lord. Anyway, so then they all came back, taking Mother Sita. They all came back to Ayodhya on Pushpaka Vimana. There is special airplane, Pushpaka Vimana. The speciality is that it's very environmental friendly. No, petrol or anything like that used, and it will expand as soon as someone jumps. It just expands. There is, however many people they can jump in, and it will carry forward. There is no problem with the capacity. So and when so when he entered Ayodhya, um, so we'll read a little bit about that. So who was there at Ayodhya? Bharata was there. Bharata, actually, Mother Kaikeyi wanted Bharata to be coronated and Rama to be, exiled. When he was not there, Bharata was not there, as we all know. But when Bharata returned, he did not like, and he became very angry with his own mother. And so his mother was influenced by Manthara. So this is another thing we have to be very careful. So there will be some Mantharas in the society, and they spoil our mind. They just say something. They are like Mantharas. But like Kaikeyi, the problem with Kaikeyi, she was influenced by Manthara, and that's why she did that great mistake. So when someone says something, we should use our intelligence. Extremely careful. We should use our own judgment. Always, we should never, like, if someone says something, okay, let's be open and think about it. Here, she was fully influenced by Manthara, and so Bharata returned, and he became very angry with the mother, and he wanted to actually kill Shatrugna. I think wanted to kill Manthara. Anyway, so he went to the forest and begged Lord Ram to come back. But Lord Ram had a different purpose, that he had to fulfill the wish of some demigods by killing various demons, such as these 14,000 demons and Ravana, etc., Kumbhakarna. So that's why he didn't go back. Um, Rather, and when Bharata was very clever, his character is amazing in the Ramayana. Uh, uh, so, mm, yes, um, he said that he is not going to sit on the throne in the absence of Lord Ram. Rather, he begged Lord Ram to give his sandals, and he took those sandals and enthroned the sandals and worshipped the sandals, wooden shoes. Mm. And he decided not to live in Ayodhya. He lived in a place called Nandigam, mm, which is outskirts of the Ayodhya. And he was very austere. That it is said that he was eating rice cooked in cow urine, something like that. Mm. Wearing tree barks, etc. Because he said that he thought like my brother is, my brother Lord Ram is living in the forest and living austere life. I should also be like that. Mm. So he worshipped the wooden shoes of Lord Ram, and used to bathe also uh, these sandals every day. Mm. And when Lord Ram heard, Bharata's austerities, about Bharata's austerities, he lamented like anything. Uh, Wearing tree bark and matted logs and lying on a kusha mattress like that. Bharata came out of the Nandigam carrying Rama's wooden shoes upon his head. He was accompanied by minister, priests, citizens, musicians, brahmanas, chariots, soldiers, and women. So Bharata's heart was softened in ecstasy, and with his eyes full of tears, he fell at the lotus feet of Lord Ram. Lord Ram embraced Bharata and bathed him with his tears. Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana offered obeisances unto Brahmanas and elders. Ayodhya citizens, this is Diwali, coming back to Ayodhya, offered their respects to Lord Ram, and uh, then, grand reception, very grand reception, and then Vashishta uh, performed Abhishek. He was asked to shave his head, and then his head was shaven, then bathed, brought waters from various holy rivers. He was bathed, and then he was coronated. Lord Rama was coronated. Mm. Um, and so we'll read some final verses here directly how his rule was. Let me read a few. So Lord Rama became king during Treta Yuga, but because of his good government, the age was like Satya Yuga. Everyone was religious and completely happy. This is called Rama Rajya. Hmm? Uh, and O Maharaj Parikshit, best of the Bharata dynasty, during the reign of Lord Ramachandra, the forests, the rivers, the hills and mountains, the states, the seven islands, and the seven seas were all favorable in supplying the necessities of life for all living beings. So the nature was so happy. and the nature was supplying all the necessities uh, to the citizens during the rule of Lord Ramchandra. When Lord Ramchandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was the king of this world, all bodily and mental suffering, disease, old age, bereavement, lamentation, distress, fear, and fatigue were completely absent. Oh my goodness. Mm. So nobody suffered from bodily, mental suffering, no disease, no old age, no lamentation. Uh, and and it is mentioned here, there was even no death for those who did not want it. Mm. and and it is mentioned here, Lord Ramchandra took a vow to accept only one wife. Uh, and this character is so exalted. He taught good behavior for everyone, especially for householders in terms of Varnashra Dharma. Thus, he taught the general public by his personal activities. Hmm. And how is Mother Sita? Because husband was so good, Mother Sita was also very submissive, very faithful, very chaste, always understanding the attitude of her husband. Thus, by her character and her love and service, she completely attracted the mind of Lord Ramchandra. Hmm. So we will try and recite a couple of verses from here. These are my favorite verses, so we'll just move. Beautiful verses from the fifth canto. Fifth canto, oops, not that one. Sorry. Okay. Okay, here we are. So this is 519.7. Fifth canto. In the fifth canto, so the prayers, these are the prayers by Hanumanji, who lives in Kimpursha. He says, Na janmanunam mahato na saubhagam navanna buddhir na krutistosha hetu Tairyad vishrushtan no vanaukasas chakara sakye batalakshmanagraja. Hanuman is saying that so we don't have these qualities, but yet he made friendship with us, Lord Ram. So he says this: one cannot establish friendship with the Supreme Lord Ramchandra on the basis of material qualities, such as one's birth in aristocratic family, one's personal beauty, one's eloquence, one's sharp intelligence, or one's superior race or nation. None of these qualifications is actually a prerequisite for friendship with the Lord Sri Ramachandra. Otherwise, how is it possible that although we uncivilized inhabitants, Hanuman is saying here, hmm, although we uncivilized inhabitants of the forest have not taken noble births, although we have no physical beauty, and although we cannot speak like gentlemen, Lord Ramchandra has nevertheless accepted us as friends. Hmm. So Lord Ram sees the character, not the external appearance. Hmm. So uh, one's external qualities are not a prerequisite. It's bhakti. Bhakti is the prerequisite. Uh, and that's how, he also blessed Shabari. Mm. Let me recite the next one if possible. Suro suro vapyata vanaro naraha sarvatmanayaha sukrutagnyamuttamam bhajet ramam manujakrutim harim yavuttarananayat kosalandhivamiti. This also Hanuman says. Therefore, whether one is a demigod or a demon, a man or a creature other than man, such as a beast or a bird, everyone should worship Lord Ramchandra, whoever you are, whether you are a demigod, demon, bird, beast, anyone, any creature. He says, everyone should worship Lord Ramchandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who appears on this earth just like a human being. Manujakrutim Harim. So you see, Lord Krishna's pastimes are different. He immediately, performs superhuman activities, but Lord Ram's are not like that. Slowly, he acts like a human only, who appears on this earth just like a human being. There is no need of great austerities or penances to worship the Lord, for he accepts even a small service offered by his devotees. Thus he is satisfied, and as soon as he is satisfied, the devotee is successful. Indeed, Lord Sri Ramachandra brought all the devotees of Ayodhya back home, back to Godhead Vaikuntha. So when Lord Ram was leaving, he took all the living entities back to spiritual world. There is a Ayodhya in the spiritual world. Read this small purport and conclude. Lord Sri Ramachandra is so kind and merciful to his devotees that he is very easily satisfied by a little service rendered by anyone, human or not. This is the special advantage of worshipping Lord Ramchandra. And there is the same advantage in worshipping Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Krishna and Lord Ramachandra, in the manner of Kshatriyas, sometimes showed their mercy by killing asuras. So both Lord Krishna and Lord Ramchandra appeared in the Kshatriya administrative class. So they showed their mercy by killing asuras. But Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu awarded love of God without difficulty even to the asuras. So the famous example was Jagai and Madai, but they were not punished. They were given love of Godhead. All the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but especially Lord Ramchandra, Lord Krishna, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered many of living entities present before them. Indeed, almost all of them present before them. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is therefore represented in six-armed form. There is a form called Shadbhuja Murti. Shadbhuja means six-armed, which is a combination of Lord Ramchandra, Lord Krishna, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The best purpose of human life can be fulfilled by worshipping Shadbhuja Murti, the form of the Lord with six arms, two arms of Lord Ramchandra, two arms of Krishna, and two arms of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Bolo Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. So exactly it's 8 o'clock. So we'll stop here. So Lord Ramchandra comes in the lineage of Sun. Sun dynasty comes in the Sun dynasty. In the lineage of Katwanga, Raghu, like that. And Sukadeva Goswami was describing the activities, pastimes of the important personalities in the Sun dynasty, and then he decided to describe the pastime of Lord Ramchandra. And he mentioned that how Lord Ramchandra, the pastime Lord Ramchandra, and you know, uh, have been sung by many, you know, devotees in the past. As a result of that, he decided to give a very brief description of Lord Ramchandra's pastimes. And so in this chapter, basically, um, you know, everything has been described since from the time when he left his home to serve, help assist Vishwamitra, and then marrying Sita, then being exiled, then killing various demons, and meeting Sugriva, bringing back Mother Sita, his interactions with Bharata, then how he was coronated, and how the people felt during his time had been described nicely. And we also recited two verses from the 19th chapter of 5th canto, 7 and 8, wherein Hanuman glorifies Lord Ramchandra in the Kimpurusha Varsa. And the purport of these two verses is very sweet. Lord Ram doesn't see our externals, but he sees bhakti, and anybody can worship, and he's very much satisfied with little service done. And in the purport, and what it is said is, when Lord Ramchandra is concluding his pastimes, when he went back to spiritual world, he took all the living entities of Ayodhya back to Godhead. And Prabhupada writes a wonderful purport that you know. Krishna and Lord Rama had to kill some devotees being Kshatriyas, but Mahaprabhu, being a sannyasi, he did not kill even the demons, he delivered the demons as well. And like such as examples of Jagai and Madai. Then he mentions there is a Shadbhuja form. This was shown to a devotee. So uh, so this two arms of Lord Ram, two arms of Krishna, and two arms of Mahaprabhu. So Prabhupada says that by worshipping Shadbhuja Murti, the six-armed form of Mahaprabhu, we can derive great benefit. And Mahaprabhu is very merciful. Katham chana smrute yasmin dukaram sukaram bhavet vismrute viparitam syat. Sri Chaitanyam Namamitam. If somehow or other, if one remembers Lord Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, difficult things becomes easy. But however, if one forgets to remember, even the easy things can become difficult. This is what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says. And Mahaprabhu's mercy is simply chant Hare Krishna, Maha Mantra. Okay, so Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate. Yes, so Nisha Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam. I got three questions.
Sure.
The first question is, you said about in the beginning, Chaturvyu, the four forms
Mm.
of. So Bharat and Shatrughan, who are they? Because Balram is Lakshmana, who are Bharat
See,
and Shatrughan.
Vasudeva, Pradyumna,
And
Sankarshan, Anirudh.
Anirudh, yeah.
Yeah, like that. So, yes. So your question is Vasudeva is Ramchandra, Sankarshna
Balram,
is
Lakshmana,
Lakshman.
and
Sankarshan is Lakshman. And so the order is Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyum. What is that? How does it start? Vasudev,
Vasudev, Sankarshan,
Sankarshan.
Pradyuman, Anirudh.
Yeah, that is the order. That is
That's
the
the
order.
order, yeah.
Yeah, that is the order.
So Bharat would be Pradyuman then.
I think so, but I can figure it out. Not a problem. But in
Okay.
another place, it is also mentioned that see slightly differently, because in different Brahma's days they appear differently. In another place, it is mentioned that they are the incarnations of Shesha, the Adishesha snake, and Lakshman, of course, that one, and then Shankha and Chakra, something like that.
Okay.
So that is also mentioned elsewhere.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. So the second question about, when they were not about to cross the ocean, uh,
Mm.
at the Vijay Ekadashi, which was there few weeks ago. In that, I was just watching something that there was a sage. They went for praying, and then the sage let give them a boon, and then they started to put the rocks on the ocean. Is that true?
Um, so that story I've read it long time ago, but I can't recall it now.
Mhm.
But there is also another saying. There are a couple of versions to it. There is also they have written the name of Lord Ram on the rocks, and then
Yeah.
rocks started floating in the ocean.
Okay.
Uh, so then there is another version called Nala and Neela. So they had the boon by their grandfather that whatever like stone they would throw it in the ocean,
Mhm.
that will float, that will not sink.
Okay. So there are
So
few stories.
yeah, few stories, and the general version is that the name of Lord Rama is written on the stones, isn't that's well known, very well known.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. So the last question is about Wali Maharaj. Where Wali Maharaj was a friend of Davida Gorilla. Um,
Who Bali or
Wali
Wali,
Maharaj.
Wali, Wali?
Wali, yeah. Yeah. When he died on his revenge, the Gorilla took up the fight with Lord Balrama, isn't it? So he was
Um,
in Treta Yuga and Dwarpa Yuga was in Balram. So I've just is the Dravida
yes,
Gorilla
yes,
come to.
yes. Actually, I what I understand is this Vivida gorilla, Dvivida the gorilla, is actually part of Sugriva's army.
Yeah,
Okay, Sugriva and Wali are brothers.
brothers. Yeah,
Wali was killed by Lord Rama.
yes, that's right. Yeah.
So some or other, this Dvivida gorilla uh, ignored or not respected
Mm-hmm.
Lakshmana.
Okay.
So that gorilla was killed by Balarama. So Lakshmana came in the form of Balarama in
Mm-hmm.
Treta Yuga. So
Mm-hmm.
he kills that. So the ape lived that long.
Oh, it did long. Okay. So he went from Treta Yuga to Dwarpa Yuga. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for your answers. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Lord Ramchandra Bhagavan ki jai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai,
Jai.
Bolo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna,
much,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji for a nice class. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you,
Thank
Prabhuji.
you.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
You